The air conditioning's on. It seems to always be on when it's time to film. We're gonna keep moving forward. Hello and welcome. Welcome back if you're new. If you're new, my name is Elena, homeschooling mama to 3. Let's get going with July. This is probably gonna come out like way later than the beginning of July because today is actually July 1st, but let's reset July. Let's do it in real time, shall we? I'm gonna flip over my calendar. We're in June. And it's already time. Like, I can't believe. Aw, that's pretty. Let me show you. So here's July. This is just, I think I got this from the Dollar Tree, actually, this calendar. But it's kind of pretty, beachy. I wish we were near a beach still. But anyways, I digress. Let's get into resetting July. One of the things we're going to do is reset my planner. I have some under the bed storage here that houses extra planner pages and archived planner pages. Yes, I have a Christmas shirt on. Let's just say it's a Christmas in July type thing. That would be fun actually to do, but I don't, maybe we'll add that to our list of things. So I think I'm going to shake up my planner this month, and I'm not quite sure what all I want to do. This is the old, I think they called it, I call it a list layout, but that's not what the Happy Planner called it. I can never remember the names, but this one's way back from 2020. So I keep all these extra pages and things, and these under the bed storage boxes. Oh, here's another July. We're gonna pick out, I'm sure the camera's picking up my kiddos. We're gonna pick out a couple of things. This one we might need because this has notes and stuff in it. I try to put a sticky note on the side of what all is in here. So let's put that to the side. I think these are the pages we were using for We the Royal We. These are the pages I was using for my fitness, so we're going to take those out too. So in this new planner, I think I'm going to do faith, fitness, and a catch-all. For sure I'm going to have those. This is for a junk journaling project I want to try. Oh, what is all this? Oh my goodness. This clearly could be organized again. I'm going to do a little work on my faith section in my planner. I went ahead and just reset up the planner completely. I was using a different one, but I thought maybe for the next 3 months we'd use something else. So I'm going to use the prayerfulplanner.com. The prompts that they send, you can sign up for their emails and they'll send you the prompts and things. I've never used them for a full month. I don't know if I've even done I think I've just done like a day or two here or there. So this should be kind of neat. But I'm gonna take the pages out. We're gonna decorate and see how we do this for this month. need to get done. And then when I brought it down to the laundry room, it looks like we have some pantry fill-ups to do too. So all part of a slow month reset, but we'll get it done. Dishes that need to be put away, always. It is technically after July's already started, but we're still going to continue on with the reset. I caught a little bit of a summer cold from my daughter, but so it's kind of like now turned into a monthly after we're not feeling well reset. We're going to continue on. We're going to push on. Another thing I want to do though in prep for the month is I'd like to print out some new calendar cards for our homeschool calendar. Even though summer school is not in full swing, usually we try to do like 1 to 2 subjects a couple of times a week if we can do that. Lately we've not been getting any in, but that's okay because we've been doing other stuff, and we've had like Vacation Bible School, we had a family vacation at the start of June, like just all other kinds of stuff that was going on, and they're good things. So that's okay that we didn't get it done, but I'd like to get the calendar in, like the landing area is where we have our homeschool, some of our homeschool things. We have it all over the home, but that's where the calendar is. And so I'd like to get that updated for the month. And I thought, what better way than to print out some new calendar cards and just kind of refresh it. So I usually change it out, but I got an email from Fun a Day. Let me see. That's not who sent the email though. Yeah, Fun a Day. And they had these American flag calendar numbers, and I thought those would be perfect for July. So I'm going to print those out. We're going to cut them out. We're going to put the calendar up, and that'll kind of touch on our homeschool refresh. And then we just, a couple other like little minor things I think I'm going to do just to help get this month off on the right leg. Technically, because it is the 5th, I could be like, well, it's a wash. The month already started. But no, you can reset yourself and prep yourself for the weeks to come at any time. So even though technically it's supposed to be a monthly reset, you can reset that month at any time. The next thing that I need to do is finalize the meal plan for the month. I've gotten pretty behind on our monthly meal planning, and I'd like to get back on track. Thankfully, when I switched over planners and I went back, I gave it a refresh. In the back of the planner, there was quite a few of my monthly meal plans already completed. Now, some of these are only 2-week plans, but that's plenty. So I'm going to piece together and see if I can just use 1 or 2 of these and make a new plan for us for the rest of this month. When I make the monthly meal plans, we don't always stick to what I write down for that particular day. Sometimes we switch it around, but at least we know we have a game plan for meals. So it takes decision making out, a one less decision, and I know that we should have the ingredients for it. So I'm going to make the meal plan, and then to the side of it, I will make my grocery list to see if we need any other ingredients. Hopefully we'll only need like minimal amount of groceries, but we'll see. So that's the next step for getting the month on track. Okay, the meal plan is done. I've added couple of little things here for shopping list, and then a couple of freezer meals that we're gonna do. So I'm glad I got that out of the way. What I did, I do have a more in-depth monthly meal plan showing you how I do that, and I can do an updated one if you guys like, but I will try to remember to leave that link down below, how we monthly meal plan. So I have that all set. I think for this month, I'm just going to put it up week by week for my family instead of the full month. Normally I just put this whole thing up on the refrigerator, but I think maybe we'll just kind of go week by week. And then the next thing I think I'm going to touch on is kind of my health goals for the month. I just want to come back into the planner here. This is, we got it set up for the month, and we've already started using it, but this top page is here. In this setup, it gives you room to set goals for the month and then things to follow up on. So I think on this side, we'll set up some goals for the month. Something really simple, but let's just get it down on paper and have that there, because I find that that is always kind of helpful. I think there are two really big words that I'm looking at for the month as far as fitness goes. Consistency, ooh, that was a little hard for me to say, and perspective. I'm not going to use these words, I guess, in the typical traditional sense that you would, because I just kind of, the way that life has been going, it's been throwing us different things. We've been having to learn how to pivot, and I just want to continue on with that. So making concrete goals for the month, like I set out to start resetting the month. This is an example. And then I caught a little bit of a summer cold, and it's taking me a little bit of time to get my energy back fully all the way. So I can't put down, I'm going to do strength training every day, 5 days a week, and then be disappointed because I got a cold and feel like, oh, I completely failed. So for now, I'm going to have like softer, gentler goals, I guess, where I am in the middle of a 75 soft, and I have been consistently doing that. But that's, I want to continue on with the consistency. So this kind of, in this way here, consistency is just continuing on with bettering my health, working on my health, even when life happens. And then put a little, you got this sticker there, because I want to not throw in the towel completely when life gets lifey. This also will help in my perspective. I want to continue on to remember that some days it's going to be harder than others, but we keep pushing forward. We keep our eyes on the main prize, right? So we'll just write something to that. Some days will be harder, but God will see you through. And then I just wrote, the bad day, not a bad life. And I just want to remember that. Sometimes it can get, whoa. Sometimes I think it's easy to slip into that dark tunnel vision and think, man, we're never going to get past this, but we will. So let's see here. Oh, here's the little one. That's perfect. Stay positive. So I have a few more weeks where I'm going to continue on transitioning into intuitive eating a little bit more, especially as life gets lifey, but I want to continue with tracking my macros a couple of days of the week. So I think I'm going to start switching my focus on less on the scale numbers, so less focus on the weight number, less focus on that scale, and more focus on PRs, so reps, volume, those kinds of things. So I didn't really use this in the way that it's set up. Here it has set a goal, and then 3 ways I expect to achieve this goal, and then what worked last month, and how can I carry out those strategies into this goal. I do believe that like setting smart goals where you can measure them is great, but for the season that we're in for this month, what I'm gonna do is just, like I said, put some focus words on there and then try to stay focused on them. So that's really a soft kind of set goal that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue on with the 75 soft that I'm doing. I have some vlogs out if you haven't seen those, but that's what we're going to continue on with that. Okay, and that's going to do it for the monthly reset. I know it's kind of all over the place because, well, we started partway through the month. Well, we started on the first day of the month and then it leaked into the first week of the month. And I had a little bit of a cold and so all these things, but I touched a little bit on resetting an area in homeschool with the calendar. I did my faith. I was looking to see if I could show you, but it's not within arm's reach. But I did. I touched up my planner. I did reset that. I think there is a video. If it's not out yet, it will be out soon of the whole, if you wanted to see the in-depth planner, what it ended up looking like. So we touched a little bit on faith and tiny bit on our home life, just getting laundry back up and going. I try to aim to do one load per day, but we got behind, so that day we played catch up. And then and we got the meal plan done for the month, which is going to be a huge help as well. So that's going to do it for me. I like this kind of setup where I just kind of picked a few areas and honed in on them. I think hopefully next month we'll do that again and just pick up a couple of areas, and I'll show you how I'm resetting the month in those areas. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and joining me. I hope that this video was of use to you, or at least entertaining, and it wasn't as all over the place as I feel like it is. Also, you can probably hear my kiddos are up. It's another new day. They're joyful sounds. Thanks so much for hanging out with me though. We'll see you next time.